How can you tell if a supplement is actually effective? All right, so one of my superpowers is that I can look at the label and very quickly tell if it's a high quality product or not. And so I want to share some of these tips that I use with you so you can hopefully figure out whether the supplements you're taking are high quality. So first off, we know there are a vast array of supplements. So are we talking capsules? Are we talking tablets? Are we talking probiotics? Are we talking protein powder? So it's going to somewhat depend on what you're taking, but let's just start with kind of a basic multivitamin. Okay, so there's a couple things that I look for, and that is the form of each ingredient. So if you have a good product or a product, it should, in the parentheses after each nutrient, tell you the type and form the nutrient is in. And so here's one thing, one truth. Not all vitamins are created equal. So there are many different types of vitamin A and vitamin B and vitamin C and so on. And the type really matters when it comes to providing health benefits. So I will very quickly look at vitamin C. Is vitamin C being delivered as ascorbic acid, which is not the highest quality form, or is it being delivered as mineral ascorbates, which assimilate much faster in your body? They're easier on your stomach, they're buffered. So I'll look at that. I'll look at the B vitamin, so vitamin B6. I look at, is it being provided as peroxidyl 5-phosphate, the undisputed heavyweight champion of vitamin B6. If it's not, or I look at other ingredients. So vitamin B12 is another one. Is it the methylated cobalamin versus the cyanocobalamin? Cyano is synthetic. The methylated form is natural. By the way, do not take cyanocobalamin. It really doesn't assimilate or do anything. The methylated version is what you want. I'll look at folic acid. So is it just folic acid? Is it the methylated 5-MTHF, the methylated version? So these are some of the things I'll look at. And then I'm also looking at vitamin A. Is it being delivered as beta carotene or versus retinol palmitate, retinol acetate, which too much of can actually, get some toxicity issues. Okay, so that's part one, the form of the vitamin. So the other thing I'm looking at are the levels. And so, I probably say the two tricks of the trade are putting the lowest quality form of each and every nutrient in the product, and then putting levels that don't actually create optimal health benefits or outcomes. And so let's take vitamin E. Actually, another one I'll look at, right? So D-alpha tocopherol is natural vitamin E. D-L-alpha tocopherol is synthetic. Avoid synthetic. It's not going to do much for you. But I'm also looking at the level. So like 400 international units of vitamin E is a level where we've studied and showed that you get optimal health benefits. I'm looking at, probably over 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. So if you take some of this together, like you can actually just stop at looking at the ingredients, because if a company is using the lowest quality version of an ingredient, it's very likely they're going to be using the lowest quality version of all the ingredients. If they're using the right forms, which is actually very rare, sadly, then you can look at, hey, are the levels appropriate where they're going to deliver optimal health outcomes for me? Okay, so that's kind of multivitamin. Now, what about protein powders? How do you tell? Well, this one is more about what's not in it than what is in it. And so I go straight to the other ingredients for this one, and I'm looking for gums, sugar alcohols, genetically modified ingredients that can sneak in there, natural flavors that can be sneaky. More often than not, I'm going to see some form of gum. I'm going to see some sugar alcohol, something that's going to be inflammatory to my gut that I want to avoid. So that's kind of the protein powder analysis, but you can learn a lot from just looking at the label, looking at the ingredients, looking at the levels, and eliminating products from there.